Good morning, class. Welcome back. Good evening to all those who are watching me in the evening, and good afternoon to all those who are watching me in the afternoon. Class 7, I think we have completed all the 4 chapters which are there, yes, and I know the examinations are knocking, right? But then I'm sure you all will do well. Now, today's audiovisual clipping, what I wanted to tell you was, children, we are just going to discuss the important things which is there from the chapter, what is going to be, specifically what is going to be laid emphasis on, all that I'm going to take up. And I, as usual, will be giving you sufficient revision exercises with today's chapters. Again, because the first 2 chapters I have already given you revision, okay, half yearly revision 1. So, today's would be half yearly revision number 2, comprising of both the chapters as well as a few more questions if I have managed to give you from the previous chapters. Now, children, talking about water resources, okay, water resources. All the 4 chapters are from Unit 1, Environmental and Natural Resources, right? The chapters are water, air, soil and forest. Now, from water resources, I'm sure you all are going to go through the question answers. As you know that we are going to have questions which are going to be based on MCQ. So, all objective questions, no subjective. So, that is why, children, what I want to tell you is, please, it's a humble request from me to you, read the chapter thoroughly, don't leave out any lines, read the chapter thoroughly 3 times, because as I said, for EVS you would be appearing for the first time, because the other subjects you already have an idea how your paper looks like, how you have to write the examination. But for EVS you are appearing for the first time, as it is a minor paper. It comprises of 30 marks, okay. We will have 1 mark question as well as 2 mark questions, okay, and the duration of writing, I mean choosing your answer for doing the test, would be of 45 minutes, right? Right after the login, the 45 minutes countdown will begin. So, do not worry, the paper is going to look simple if you go through the chapter. Yes, you will also go through the new words, because I am sure in the first revision you must have got an idea how I have set the paper, okay, how I have tried to set the paper in the first revision, because you have seen how I have questioned you on new words, on definitions, how I have picked up questions from the chapter, how I have picked up questions from the objective part given at the back, okay, of every chapter. So, you will go through the new words: habitat, phytoplanktons, estuaries, swarms, underground water, okay. I might also give you like, what do you understand by habitat, and then the answer, okay, whatever the answer is in one of the question, or I might give you an in the other way round, okay. So, an area which has soft and wet land, especially due to heavy rainfall, is known as dash, A, B, C, D, estuary, swarms, habitat, none of the above or all of the above. So, you have to choose swarms, right? Fine. So, you got to know how I am going to, or I might pick up a line, okay. What are the 2 types of resources? So, perishable, non-perishable, exhaustible, inexhaustible, okay, man-made, not man-made. So, these are the various. So, you are going to pick up the exactly correct answer from the option, right? That is how I am going to. I might also pick up, as I said, lines from the book. So, every line you must, it's like an x-ray the chapter, right? You must go through the lines each and every time you are taking out your book. Children, the first thing you must do is you must go through the pages, okay, whatever is there in the book. So, you must read the chapter 3 times. 3 times you must read each and every chapter, right? Now let us also discuss, like define habitat, ecosystem, water cycle, water table, condensation, they are all there in the book. Now what do you mean by salinity of water? Okay, what are phytoplanktons? What is the universal value of water, right? What are wetlands? You can give an example. Find out the difference between, so all these along with fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks also you must do. And the most easiest part of your fill in the blanks is the answers are already provided. Like for example, chapter 1, fill in the blanks, let us do it. Wetlands in which trees grow are called dash, or I might give you marshes are, and then one of the options will have the answer. So that is how I am going to do. The purest form of water is of course rainwater, right? Now the storage of water above the dash rocks is called a well. The answer is impervious. Okay, I am solving the answers with you children. Water turns into a gas, and water turning into a gas is called, yes, evaporation, right? Now the fifth one, the process of making food by plants is called photosynthesis, right? Photosynthesis. Hard water does not give good, yes, you will not be able to get good foam or lather, okay? So both are correct. So I have discussed the fill in the blanks. I have told you go through the exercise which is given at the back. First and foremost, read the chapter children, read the chapter thoroughly. You must read the chapter thoroughly. Because you are in class 7, you must get used to questions being framed from the chapter. Everything is not, as I have been telling you again and again, your notebook is to be used as a resource book, but your main, your primary important book is your textbook, because you must have been reading in the newspapers as well. The CBSE question format are all given from the book. So you must read the book. Notes are made. Okay, question answers are given to give you a general know-how about the chapter, but you must go through the chapter. If you're coming across different words, although the glossary is here, but in case you're coming across difficult words, you can refer a dictionary. Secondly, points to remember. What are the points? Important points to remember. These are also very important children. These are to be done by you. Okay, so go through points to remember. Mind you children, these are all chapters which you have covered in your SST as well. So do not worry, everything is going to go smooth. Okay, just listen to, go through the audiovisual clipping what I am doing with you. Go through it properly. Okay, go on the points I have stressed on, go through them. Similarly, air, atmosphere as reservoir of the storage. What is reservoir? Reservoir means the storage of air. So atmosphere as a reservoir of air. Similarly, you will go through the new words. What is combustion, humidity, convection, acid rain, fossil fuels, greenhouse effect. Okay, I might say define this. So you're going to select the answer, and don't think that I am going to give you answers which automatically you will be able to make out. You know, you must go through each and every word in it. There might be 1 or 2 words which are different in the answer. So be very, very careful when you're selecting the answer. Okay, it is an easy paper, but you must go through the paper thoroughly, properly. Okay, do not be in a hurry to select the option. Right, fine. So you are going to go through this. No diagrams are there. That is why I had asked you to email me the diagrams. Okay, no diagrams are being given because the paper is entirely objective. No subjective knowledge will be asked there. Yes, questions will be taken out from subjective answers in the form of MCQ. Right, now layers of atmosphere, these are also very important. Fine, you will also go through what are the gases the air is composed of. Okay, what is the percentage in it. Similarly, you will go through again the points to remember of second chapter. Points to second chapter also you must read it 3 times, 3 to 4 times. You're getting sufficient time children, so do not waste your time, because after this you will get a break, isn't it? You will get a puja break, so you must concentrate on your examinations, that is your priority, that is what your parents are looking up to you for, that is what we as teachers are looking forward to you. We want that our children do well, isn't it? We would be the happiest if we see that all of you have come out with flying colors. Now similarly, the exercise, go through the question answers because they are all there in the book. Some of them I have already solved. I had given you selective questions for subjective knowledge, right? Now fill in the blanks. Let me do the fill in the blanks with you. Dash is an essential, is essential for respiration. Air, only about dash of sun's heat. Yes, we have been already aware 47% of the sun's heat only reaches the Earth's surface. Okay, convection transfers excess heat from, of course, the equator to the poles. So the places near the equator are very hot. If you can just go through the globe or the atlas, you will see that the places near the equator, all those places which are near the equator are very, very hot. Atmosphere has, of course, 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. That is why we have been telling on and off, you know, environmentalists have been already taking out so many talk shows and observations and also general know-how about planting of trees, planting of saplings. Even DPS Fulbari has also taken up so many initiative of planting, isn't it? So 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. Tall buildings interrupt circulation of warm and cool air. So whenever there is a high rise, okay, you will see that the place is comparatively very, very hot. Why? Because they are causing a kind of a wall, a brick wall in the flow of the air. So they cause an interruption, a break between the circulation of hot as well as cool air. All right, you will see places which have very less trees and high rises. High rises means tall apartments, tall buildings. Okay, you will see that the circulation of air gets interrupted. Now comes soil, a medium of growth for plants, the third chapter of Unit 1. Again, you will go through the new words, you will go through the chapter 3 times. Soil, manure, humus, rocks, soil texture, geologist, soil profile. You must go through these words properly, go through the chapter, because I am going to pick up any particular line from the chapter and ask you. So go through the chapter, okay, humus and everything you must go through. All right, read the chapter 3 times. Points to remember you must do. Yes, points to remember you have to go through. That is very, very important. Now fill in the blanks again, right? Loamy soil is a mixture of clay and sand. Yes, it is a mixture of sand as well as clay. Now, black soil is also known as the cotton soil because it encourages the growth of cotton in it. Lowest soil is carried by, okay, wind. Okay, lowest soil is carried by wind. The dash soil dries fast in the wind and sun. Of course, sandy soil, okay, it dries, it cannot retain water in it. Remember, we had done that. Alluvial soil are good for, of course, wheat and rice, both wheat as well as rice. Okay, so this is what your fill in the blanks on chapter number 3 was. Now coming to the last, forest resources. I think I had given you an exercise on the same chapter based on only MCQ, okay, only on objective knowledge, right? Now you will again go through the new words which are afforestation, deforestation, rain type, epiphyte, rainforest, canopy, coniferous forest, what are deciduous forests, okay, what are the 3 main forests which are there, right? You must go through the forest, okay, what specializes in what. Okay, now this part is also very important. Medicinal plants, this is very, very important. Also the points to remember, and read the chapter again 3 times. Read the chapter 3 times. Children, I am being repetitive. I know I am repeating the same thing again and again, only to stress on the fact, do not neglect this subject. Please do not neglect this subject. All right. Read the chapter, go through points to remember, okay, go through points to remember properly, yes, and let me solve the fill in the blanks of this chapter as well. Now, deciduous forests return to life, of course, in the spring season. Plants that sprout on the branches of, they takes help of another tree to grow, are epiphytes, okay. Forests are rich natural, of course, resources. Good cover of forests invites more rain. If you have lot of trees planted, if you have lot of forests, because it helps in promoting rain, okay. Now, a forest is a natural ecosystem with a variety of flora and fauna. So, that is brings us to the end of the chapter, okay, which is there, which is coming for our examination, the first 4 chapters. Please go through the audiovisual clippings again and again, go through read the chapter again and again, go through points to remember, the lines, also the keywords, important words, okay. Take a look at your notebook as well. Yes, don't leave out anything, don't leave any stone unturned, okay. There's a saying in English, if I'm not wrong. That means you will leave no chance to score less than 30. Everybody must get full marks, okay. Everybody has to do well in the examination. So, taking leave, children. Bye, take care, all the best. Everybody should do well, okay. Do well, thumbs up. Take a deep breath, okay. Be calm, cool and composed, okay. Do not miss out any chance on losing, on gaining marks. Yes, do not leave any stone unturned, okay. Leave no stone unturned, right. Do not give a scope for us to deduct marks. Do well. I'm sure everybody is going to get full marks in it. So, bye once again, take care and hope to see you soon.